Remember this guy? Stick around to the end of this video and I'll show you what happened to him. I'm moving the buffaloes. When I started this grazing adventure a little over a month ago, I couldn't figure out how to do it. They ate the grass down to the ground, but wouldn't eat the clover. Now what I did was I gave them smaller areas and I moved them twice a day, and that has really helped a lot. Now they eat the tops and trample the rest so that the ground is covered at all times. Now these last few weeks we've had a lot of rain, almost nothing but rain actually. Now we're in the middle of June and because of all the rain, my neighbors who are grain farmers haven't gotten to put the grain in the ground yet, but my grass has really grown and it looks quite good actually. I divide the pasture in smaller areas, but the buffalo needs to have access to the water and shelter. So when I make a small square for them to graze on, they also need to have a path out to the water. When the buffalo walks that path a couple of times, they like to walk in line and they trample and it gets really muddy. And because of all the rain, the river levels are really high and half my outer fence is below water level, which do make it really hard to keep the fence hot. And speaking of hot fences, the grass is now higher than the fence posts. So the fence line is touching a lot of grass, which makes the hotness of the fence go into the grass and down to the ground instead of whoever's touching it. I could cut the grass where the fence line is, but I do move the fence a lot, so I would rather not do that. But if you have some other tips to keep the fence hot, please comment below. Once a week I move the whole fence and I split it in 14 small areas for them to graze on. That takes me about 1 hour and that's what I was doing earlier. Moving the buffaloes on a daily basis requires for me to open the gate. So now it's time to move them and check on Roger the duck. Remember this little guy? The scrumpy little duckling from last video? He was really tiny and weak, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna make it. And here he is. Meet Roger. And now Roger's doing great. He has become a full member of the flock, and the other ones are treating him just like any other duck. He eats and drinks and runs around. He moves a little funny, and I have to remind you that that other duck is not his mom. She was born the day before Roger was. It has been too cold to keep them outside, so they're still in their brooder with a heat lamp. But they have started feathering, and if the weather and if the summer actually comes, I can have them outside.